clock on the wall is just a hammer on a nail, beating out the rhythm of a love that's gone pale. The pillow is a mountain that I can't seem to climb. I'm stuck in the static of a different time. Every time I close my eyes, the movie starts to play, a technicolor ghost of everything you took away. The sheets are too cold and the room is too wide. There's nowhere for a broken heart to run and hide. I'm counting the shadows instead of the sheep, tracing the promises you promised to keep. The moon is a spotlight on your side of the bed, and I'm wide awake with every word that we said. The world is at rest, but the silence is deep, and I can't sleep. No, I can't sleep. I listen to the heaters and the wind in the ears, trying to distinguish your breath from the leaves. I reach for my phone just to see if it glows, but it's dark as the garden when nothing now grows. They say that the night is for healing the soul, but the darkness just highlights the size of the hole. Is your head on a pillow in a different town? Did you find a way to shut the memory down? Or are you staring at the ceiling just as hollow as me, stuck in the wreckage of what used to be? I'm a prisoner of 3 a.m., doing my time in a house where I miss you is the only crime. The sheets are too cold and the room is too wide. There's nowhere for a broken heart to run and hide. I'm counting the shadows instead of the sheep, tracing the promises you promised to keep. The moon is a spotlight on your side of the bed, and I'm wide awake with every word that we said. The world is at rest, but the silence is deep, and I can't sleep. No, I can't sleep. Comes with a heavy blue light, another round lost to the ghost of the night. I'm so tired of being tired, I'm so tired of being wired to still waiting. I can't The tea goes cold on the nightstand beside the book you never finished reading. I'm still sleeping on my side of the bed to leave a space for a ghost that isn't leaving. The silence here has a heavy sound, like a house settling into the ground. I keep waiting for the floorboards to creak, but the only voice I hear is when I speak. They say time is a healer, a steady hand, but I'm just sinking in hourglass sand, counting the minutes since you closed the door. I've never felt this kind of quiet before. And I'm broken every night at 2 a.m., tracing the shadow where your heart had been. It's a different kind of hurt when the sun goes down in a city of lights. I'm the one who drowns. I'm in the pieces when the morning is bright, but I'm broken every single night. I saw your coat in the back of the hall, and for a second I forgot we ended it all. I reached for my phone to tell you the news, then I remembered I'm the one you didn't choose. It's the little things that cut the most, living in a museum, dancing with a ghost every week has turned back into me, and I'm losing the fight with my own memory. Is it easy for you? Do you sleep through the dark? Did you find a new flame to replace the spark? Or are you staring at the ceiling like I do, wondering how forever fell through? Because the moon is a witness to the tears I hide, to the hollowed out feeling I carry inside. Yeah, I'm broken every night at 2 a.m., tracing the shadow where your heart had been. It's a different kind of hurt when the sun goes down in a city of lights. I'm the one who drowns. I'm in the pieces when the morning is bright, but I'm broken every single night. Every single night. I'm just a house with the lights turned out, still waiting for you. Broken until the morning comes again. We were wildfire in the canyon, burning bright enough to blind the stars. I thought I finally found my last companion among the city lights and dive bar cars, but the heat turned into embers by the morning, and the embers turned to ash before the fall. There wasn't any smoke or any warning, just the sound of silence leaning against the wall. We went from forever to forgetting in a heartbeat. From a crowded room to walking down a lonely street. I'm still dizzy from the way the colors change. Everything we built has been rearranged. Oh, the love faded fast like a sunset in the rear view. I blinked my eyes and I couldn't even near you. One day we were oxygen, the next we were the ghosts of the very things that used to matter most. It didn't drift away or slowly lose its light. It just vanished like a candle in a gale force night. The ink was barely dry upon the letter where you promised that you'd never walk away. I was busy dreaming things were getting better while you were busy finding things to say. How do you go from I can't live without you to I think it's best if we just stay apart? There's a jagged kind of mystery about you and a hollow kind of rhythm in my heart. They say that slow burns are the ones that really last, but we were a lightning strike. We moved too damn fast. Maybe we used up all the magic in a month. Maybe we hit the wall instead of hitting the front. And now I'm standing in the cold where the fever used to be, wondering if you ever really even looked at me. Because the love faded fast like a sunset in the rear view. I blinked my eyes and I couldn't even near you. One day we were oxygen, the next we were the ghost of the very things that used to matter most. It didn't drift away or slowly lose its light. It just vanished like a candle in a gale force night. Fast like a vapor on the glass, like a season we couldn't make last. 1 minute you were mine, the next you were just time. Fading fast. The streetlights are humming for an audience of nine, and I'm tracing the places where we used to run. I'm surrounded by people, by noise and by light, but I'm a radio signal lost in the night. I'm standing in a crowd, yet I'm out in the cold, holding a hand that I'm not allowed to hold. It's not just the empty space on the couch or the way that my shoulders have started to slouch. It's a secret I carry that nobody knows. It's the way that the wind whistles through my old clothes. music thins out to a single fading heartbeat. I watched your taillights bleed into the fog like a final entry in a heavy log. I thought I'd feel a sting, a sharp sort of pain, but it's just the steady rhythm of the freezing rain. The floorboards are steady, the walls are still tall, but I'm losing my grip on the gravity of it all. It isn't a crash, it isn't a wave, it's the slow, quiet hollow of an open grave, like a stone in the middle of a deep, dark lake. I'm feeling the pressure of every mistake, lower and lower, away from the light, past the reach of the morning, down into the night. I'm not breaking apart, I'm just losing the link. Every time I breathe, my heart sinks. The anchor is missing, but the chain is still there, dragging through the carpet, catching on the air. I see your ghost in the hallway, looking for his keys, and I'm forced to my spirit, if not to my knees. There's no oxygen left in this beautiful room, just the weight of the silence and the scent of your perfume. They say keep your head up, they say look at the sky, but the lead in my chest is telling a lie. I'm a shipwreck in motion, a slow motion fall beneath the surface, behind the stone wall. I'm reaching for the surface, but the water's turned to ink, and I'm just watching myself sink. It isn't a crash, it isn't a wave, it's a slow, quiet hollow, an open grave, like a stone in the middle of a deep, dark lake. I'm feeling the pressure of every mistake, lower and lower, away from the light, past the reach of the morning, down into the night. Like a breaking apart, I'm just losing the link. Every time I breathe, my heart sinks, going down further than I've ever been. The pressure's getting heavy now, it sinks, it sinks. The music slows to a single note. There's no bottom, it just sinks. I'm staring at the side of the bed where you used to breathe. The silence I bought 2 coffees out of habit today, then watch the steam just drift and wither away. The walls are still the color that we chose in June, but now they're just shadows in an empty room. And love feels empty when the heartbeat's gone, like a melody playing with the words all wrong. It's a hollow echo in a chest of glass, watching every future turn into the past. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to hold, in a house full of stories that will never be told. Yeah, life feels empty, and I'm freezing in the cold. Your ghost is in the hallway, leaning by the door, but I don't hear your keys hit the table anymore. I try to fill the space with the radio loud, but I'm just a lonely face in a memory crowd. They say that time is a healer, that the ache will subside, but time is just a witness to the parts of me that died. Was it too much to ask for, or too little to give? How do I find a reason or a way left to live, when the forever we promised is a debt I can't pay, and the light in my window just keeps turning to gray? 'Cause love feels empty when the heartbeat's gone, like a melody playing with the words all wrong. It's a hollow echo in a chest of glass, watching every future turn into the past. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to hold, in a house full of stories that will never be told. Yeah, life feels empty, and I'm freezing in the cold. Empty spaces, empty chairs, I'm calling your name, but there's nobody there. Just the wind through the curtain, just the salt on my skin. Love feels empty since you let the winter in. Didn't keep a single piece of me for myself. I took my pride and put it high up on the shelf. I gave you every secret, every shadow, every lie. I was the moon that followed you into the night. I opened every door and I burned every bridge, left my heart wide open on the razor's edge. They say be careful, keep your guard up high, but I wanted to see the world through your eyes. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a beautiful lie, with nothing left to give and no more tears to cry. But I love free, I love with everything. I didn't fear the winter or the bitter sting. I gave you the harvest and I gave you the seed. I was everything you wanted, not just what you need. And now I'm empty-handed, staring at the blue, but I don't regret a second that I spent on you. I loved fully, and that's why I'm falling through. There's no halfway in the way that I am built. I poured the whole bottle, didn't care if it spilled. I memorized the map of the lines on your hand. I built a cathedral I'm still driving past that corner where we used to park the car, thinking if I went back there I'd find us where we are. But the gravel's just gravel and the sky is just blue, and there's nothing in the rear view that looks like you. We had a map drawn out on a coffee-stained page, but we burned every bridge before we reached the stage. The photos are still sitting in a box beneath the bed, full of all the always and the nevers that we said. I thought we were the exception, the one that wouldn't break, but we were just a beautiful, irreversible mistake. We didn't last, like a spark in the rain, just a sudden rush of color, then a lifetime of gray. We were a landslide, a fever, a fast burning flame. Now I'm just a stranger who still knows your name. I built a whole world on a foundation of glass, and I'm standing in the wreckage, 'cause we didn't last. Do you tell the new people that you meet at the bar that you once loved a person who left you this scar? Or do you sweep up the pieces and pretend it was light, like we weren't a storm in the middle of the night? It's the almost that kills me, the nearly was true. I was so close to spending forever with you. Some things are meant to be a lesson, not a life. A sharp, sudden twist of a dull, rusted knife. We were a masterpiece painted on a wall made of sand, and I watched it all slip right through the cracks of my hand. We didn't last, like a spark in the rain, just a sudden rush of color, then a lifetime of gray. We were a landslide, a fever, a fast burning flame. Now I'm just a stranger who still knows your name. I built a whole world on a foundation of glass, and I'm standing in the wreckage, 'cause we didn't last. No, we didn't last. The clock kept ticking while we ran out of gas. Now I'm just a ghost of the person I was, missing you simply because we didn't last. We just didn't last. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the air is getting thin, tracing all the places where your presence should have been. I still reach across the table to pass you the salt, but the gesture just hangs there, it's nobody's fault. The jacket on the hook is still holding your shape. but it's just a hollow fabric in a world I can't escape. I can see your hand writing on a note by the phone, but the ink is getting faded and I'm standing here alone. It's a strange kind of haunting when there's no ghost to see, just the terrifying distance between who you were and me. You feel gone, not like a sunset, but like the sun just died, like a desert in my chest where a river used to glide. I can look at your picture, I can say your name out loud, but you're just a silver lining that lost its only cloud. I'm screaming at the silence till my voice is run on, but the air doesn't shimmer, you just feel gone. The scent on the pillow is starting to turn into something unfamiliar, like a bridge I watch burn. I try to find a rhythm in the beat of my heart, but we're two different languages, worlds apart. Even in my dreams, you're a blur in the hall, a door that won't open, a name I can't call. Is there a place where the earth goes to wait, or is gone just a permanent heavy set state? I'm digging through memories like a man in the sand, trying to feel the weight of your ghost in my hand. And you feel gone, not like a sunset, but like the sun just died, like a desert in my chest where a river used to glide. I can look at your picture, I can say your name out loud, but you're just a silver lining that lost its only cloud. I'm screaming at the silence till my voice is run on, but the air doesn't shimmer, you just feel gone. Gone in the morning, gone in the night, gone in the spaces between wrong and right. I'm still here waiting, but the light has withdrawn, and it's more than just missing. You just feel gone. Yeah, really gone. I'm searching through the drawers of a life we used to share, looking for the reasons that were never really there. They say that lost is just a place with things go to wait. But there's no map for a heart that's arrived a little late. I'm staring at the ceiling, trying to define the cost of every single promise that we traded for the frost. Is it a tragedy or just a shift in the tide? When you realize the us has nowhere left to hide. I'm looking for the definition in the wreckage and the storm, but every dictionary leads me back to being alone. So tell me, what's the lost meaning? Is it the sound of the silence when the phone stops leaning? Is it the weight of the air in a room built for two? Or the way that the light doesn't look right without you? Maybe lost doesn't mean it's gone without a trace. Maybe it's just love that couldn't find a landing place. I used to think that losing meant a battle or a war, but this is just a quiet ghost walking through the door. It's the habit of your name still sitting on my tongue. It's the melody of a song that we left half sung. I'm checking all the pockets of the coat you used to wear, but there's no meaning in the lint and the cold winter air. They say there's no love lost when the fire turns to hate, but we're not angry, we're just heavy with the weight of 1,000 I love yous with nowhere to go, like seeds that were planted but died in the snow. If love is a language, then I'm losing my speech, reaching for a meaning that's just out of reach. So tell me, what's the love lost meaning? Is it the sound of the silence when the phone stops leaning? Is it the weight of the air in a room built for two? Or the way that the light doesn't look right without you? Maybe lost doesn't mean it's gone without a trace. Maybe it's just love that couldn't find a landing place. It's not in the dictionary, it's not in the books, it's in the empty kitchen and the way the hallway looks. Love lost isn't an ending, it's a permanent state of scanning at the station, just a minute too late. Yeah, that's the meaning. Just a minute too late. I still buy the coffee that you like, even though I drink mine black. I still take the long way home, hoping that I'll run into your tracks. The passenger seat is a lonely kingdom of empty maps and a quiet radio. I'm still holding on to a version of us that you let go of a lifetime ago. The calendar says it's been 6 months, but my heart hasn't moved an inch. I'm still flinching at the sound of your name. Yeah, I'm still living in the clinch. I don't just miss your touch or the way you laugh or the Polaroid pictures torn in half. I miss the way that used to be so certain. Before the final act, before the curtain, I miss the secret language that we spoke before the promises we whispered finally broke. It's a hollow ache, a heavy kind of trust. God, I don't just miss you, I miss us. There's a restaurant on 4th and Main where they still ask me where you've been. I have to lie and say you're busy to keep the winter from leaking in. We were a team, a beautiful riot. Now I'm just a victim of the quiet, learning how to breathe in a smaller space, searching every crowd for a familiar face. I miss the person I was when I was with you, the one who felt brave, the one who felt true. Now I'm a stranger to the man in the glass, watching the ghost of our happiness pass. Do you ever wake up and reach for my hand, or did you build a new life on a different land? Because I don't just miss your touch or the way you laugh or the Polaroid pictures torn in half. I miss the way that used to be so certain. Before the final act, before the curtain, I miss the secret language that we spoke before the promises we whispered finally broke. It's a hollow ache, a heavy kind of trust. God, I don't just miss you, I miss us. I miss the good nights and the see you soons. I miss the shared shadows in our afternoon. Now it's just me and the dust. Yeah, I really miss us. I'm wearing the sweater that you bought me in July. I'm sitting in the kitchen, just waiting for a high. But your eyes are on the screen, oh, they're staring at the wall. And I'm wondering if you even see me, hear it all. I changed my hair, I changed the way I speak your name. I've been trying every shortcut just to get back in the game. But I'm a ghost in my own hallway, a shadow on the floor, and I'm becoming someone that I don't know anymore. I could scream until my lungs give out and turn to blue. I could paint 1,000 signals just to get a glimpse of you, but the distance in this room is wider than the sea, and you're looking through the space where I'm supposed to be. You don't notice when I'm breaking. You don't notice when I'm gone. You don't see the way I'm shaking just to keep the porch light on. I'm a masterpiece of misery, a heart that's out of tune, and I'm crying out for gravity while you're reaching for the moon. It's a lonely kind of torture, a slow and silent cost to be standing right beside you and still be completely lost. The dinner's getting cold and the wine is going flat. I'm searching for a conversation, anything but that. But you're miles away in thought, in a world I can't invite, while I'm losing every battle in the middle of the night. I intentionally left the keys upon the shelf to see if you'd remember them or me beside yourself, but you walked right past the memory. You is cold, the chair is still, the silence sits against my will. I reach for you in shallow sleep, but find a secret I can't keep. The hallway light is burned out now. I'd fix it, but I don't know how to walk through shadows on my own in a house that's just a pile of stone. Now I'm lost in dark silence, screaming your name, but the echo just whispers I'm the only to blame. There's a ghost in the static, a hole in my chest, and a heart that is tired of failing the test. I'm reaching for nothing, just chasing the spark in the quietest corners of the deep, heavy dark. Your perfume's fading off the glass. I watch the seasons slowly pass, like pages torn from books we read before the words were left unsaid. I check my phone to see your face, a digital ghost I can't erase, but the screen goes black and I'm alone with a dial tone on a broken phone. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just distance that leads to the end. I tried every sunrise for one more good night, to pull back the curtain and let in the light, but I'm lost in dark silence, screaming your name, and the echo just whispers I'm the only to blame. There's a ghost in the static, a hole in my chest, and a heart that is tired of failing the test. I'm reaching for nothing, just chasing the spark in the quietest corners of the deep, heavy dark. The dark is so heavy, the silence is loud. I'm looking for you in the shape of a cloud, lost in the dark, just lost. I look in the mirror and I'm tracing the lines of a person I don't recognize, left far behind. I used to be whole, used to stand on my own, before I let you turn my heart into your home. But you moved out early, It's your sweater or the books on the shelf. It's the version of me that I liked in myself. Oh, love took pieces. It didn't just break. It carried away every breath I could take. A fragment of trust and a handful of grace left a jagged edge hole that I cannot replace. I'm a puzzle with parts scattered out in the rain. Love took the best of me and left me I can't find the laughter I had at 18. It's buried in letters and places we've been. You took my composure, you took my belief and traded them out for this heavy set grief. I gave you my rhythm, I gave you my soul. Now I'm just a fraction of what was once whole. They say you'll find love and it adds to your life, but all that I found was a slow turning knife. It subtracted the hope and it divided the years until I was nothing but salt and some tears. Took pieces. It didn't just break. It carried away every breath I could take. A fragment of trust and a handful of grace left a jagged edge hole that I cannot replace. I'm a puzzle with parts scattered out in the rain. Love took the best of me and left me the pain. One piece of my kindness, one piece of my pride, one piece of the girl boy who was glowing inside. I'm looking for me, but I'm nowhere to find. Love took the pieces and left me behind. Yeah, left me behind. I watched you pack the memories like they were heavy stones, while I stood guard over a house that felt like brittle bones. The taxi's idling outside, humming a lonesome tune, and I'm still checking the calendar for a see you soon. You had your exit strategy written in the dust, while I was polishing the hinges, trying to fight the rust. You found the courage to get up and leave, while I found the weakness stayed too. Now I'm walking through rooms that are echoing bold, still setting the table for two before dawn. It's a special kind of torture, the staying behind, keeping a candle lit for a love that went blind. You're miles down the interstate, breathing in deep, while I'm guarding the promises you didn't keep. Was I waiting for a miracle, a sudden change of heart? Or was I just too terrified to watch us fall apart? Is the one who remains the one who is brave, or just a captain who refuses to leave the ship beneath the wave? You walked out the door and you didn't look back. I'm still here painting the windows all black. You found the courage to get up and leave, while I found the weakness to stay and believe. You chose the horizon, the open, the new. I chose the ghost of a girl that I knew. They call it loyalty, but it feels like a cage. I'm a footnote left on a turned over page. You let go of the rope and you finally played through. But God help me, I stayed true. I stayed for the winter, I stayed for the rain, I stayed for the parts of you I couldn't reclaim. You're free now, and I'm still here. Yeah, I stayed too. Single guitar string plucking into its legs. I kept the porch light burning till the bulb began to flicker. I kept your favorite bottle on the shelf. I watched the seasons turn, but I was slow while they were quicker. I was busy making excuses for yourself. I told the neighbors you were coming back by Sunday. Then I told them you were caught up out of town. I lived my life in service of a maybe and a one day, while I watched the entire house come crashing down. I was a soldier, standing guard at an empty gate, master in the art of how to sit and wait. I turned down every hand that tried to pull me free, because I promised you'd come looking for me. My heart waited through the winter and the rain. It waited through the silence and the suffocation. footprint in the garden where you stood and said goodbye. I covered it with plastic so the rain would keep it dry. I was a curator of almost, a collector of your soon, howling like a lonely dog at a disinterested moon. They say that patience is a virtue, but I think it's just a cage. I'm still reading the prologue while you finish the whole page. I wasted all my oxygen on a fire that wouldn't burn, waiting for a lesson that I didn't want to learn. And now the cloud is mocking me with every single beat. He isn't coming on a cold and rhythmic repeat. I gave you the best of my years, the best of my life, to be a ghost story told in the middle of the night. My heart waited through the winter and the rain. It waited through the silence and the suffocating pain. It sat by the window while the dust turned into rust, building a cathedral out of shadows and of trust. But the door never opened and the gravel never spun. My heart waited for a shadow that was chasing down the sun. It waited so long it forgot how to beat for anyone else. It waited till the candle hit the floor. I'm tired of waiting. I'm locking the door. Yeah, my heart waited, but it doesn't anymore. The TV's hum is the only pulse left in this room. Static filling up the spaces where the roses used to bloom. I'm watching your reflection in the window by the sink. We're sitting inches apart, but we're teetering on the brink. I open my mouth to ask you to stay, but the words turned to ashes and just blew away. We didn't scream, we didn't break the glass. We just watched the seasons and the feeling pass. No grand finale, no I hate you away. Just the heavy quiet clicking of a locking gate. The loudest sound I've ever heard was in a violent violence. It was the way we fell into the bottom of the silence. We didn't walk away, we just drifted and then we fell silent. Your phone lights up the dark like a cold blue star. I wonder if you're dreaming of being exactly where you are. and it's as wide as it is flat. Is there a word for the moment the music stops, before the stage goes dark and the curtain drops? I'm reaching through the static, trying to find your hand, but with two different languages no one can understand. We're shouting in our heads, but our lips are made of stone. The busiest house I've ever seen, yet I've never been so alone. We didn't scream, we didn't break the glass, we just watched the seasons and the feeling pass. No grand finale, no I hate you away. Just the heavy quiet clicking of a locking gate. The loudest sound I've ever heard was in a violence. It was the way we fell into the bottom of the silence. We didn't walk away, we just drifted and then we fell silent. Quiet, so quiet I can hear my heart breaking. No bang, no whimper, just the air leaving the room, and then we fell silent. The calendar page is yellowed and dry. It's been 1,000 sunsets since we said goodbye. I wear a mask made of fine and okay. I've mastered the art of just getting through the day. People see a man who is standing on his feet, but they don't see the cracks underneath the concrete. I'm a skyscraper holding up a heavy sky, while the foundation crumbles and the river runs dry. They tell me that time is a healer, a friend, that every broken circle eventually will mend. But time is just a witness to the slow, steady ride of a man trying to be something he's not. Because I'm still breaking, I'm still breaking inside, like a slow motion wreck with nowhere to hide. The world sees a statue polished to fall, but I'm just a million pieces waiting to fall. It didn't happen once, it happens every breath. 1,000 little moments, 1,000 little deaths. You think that I survived, that I've reached the other side, but I'm still breaking. I'm still breaking inside. To that cafe, the one on the bend, I sat with a stranger and played at pretend. I laughed at a joke and I ordered the tea, but there's a hollow-eyed ghost sitting right next to me. It's the way that my heart stutters when a car looks like yours. It's the phantom sound of your key in the doors. I'm a masterpiece of settle, a portrait of calm, while I'm hiding the shrapnel in the palm of my hand. Is there a limit to how much a soul can fracture before it loses its shape and its original stature? I'm not a glass that's shattered on the floor, I'm the sound of the cracking behind the locked door. Over and over the fault lines expand, I'm reminding fooled by the smile or the steady hand. I'm a sinking ship just a mile from the land. It's a quiet disaster, it's a beautiful lie. I'll be fine tomorrow. I still breaking. The coffee's cold on the edge of the night. I still leave a space on the left. Under the light, the hallway echoes with a sound that isn't there. Just the ghost of your perfume hanging in the air. I haven't moved the shoes you left by the door, because moving them means you don't live here anymore. They say the world keeps spinning, a relentless machine, but I'm stuck in the static, somewhere in between the man I was with you and the shell I've become, counting every heartbeat like a funeral drum. And I still wait, like a leaf waiting for the rain, like a desert floor begging for the pain. I keep the porch light burning till the sky turns gray, in case you lose your shadow when you find your way. My heart is a house where the windows all broke, and I'm still breathing in the ghost of your smoke. Yeah, still wait. I saw your sister, she looked at me with pity, said you're finding yourself in a brand new city. I smiled and I nodded, but my chest felt tight, like a ship lost at sea without a beacon inside. Do you still take your tea with a little bit of honey? Do you still laugh at things that aren't even funny? Time is a thief, but it's a lazy one too. It takes all the joy and leaves the memory of you. I'm a master of silence, a student of the floor, listening for a key that won't turn in the door. I'm still tracing the outline of where you used to lay. The ghost of your heartbeat is refusing to fade. I keep the door unlocked like a fool in the rain, waiting for a shadow that won't ever speak my name. You took the road map we drew for the years and left me stranded in a valley of gears and tears. I was holding on tight while the world moved fast, building a future out of things meant to last. But your fingers slipped through like water through sand. I was reaching for forever, you were reaching for land. I didn't lose my way, I lost my home. I'm still standing here, but I'm standing alone because I stayed for the fight and I stayed for the show. But you just let go. The coffee's gone cold in your favorite cracked mug. I'm still addicted to the ghost of your hug. It's the silence that kills me, the deafening kind. The way you packed your bags but left your scent in my mind. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the memories to feed my belief. Was the weight of my love too heavy to bear? Was the oxygen thin in the life that we shared? I would have carried us both up the steepest of hills. I would have paid all the debts and the emotional bills. But it takes two to anchor and only one to drift. Now I'm falling through the cracks of this permanent rift. I was holding on tight while the world moved fast, building a future out of things meant to last. But your fingers slipped through like water through sand. I was reaching for forever, you were reaching for land. I didn't lose my way, I lost my home. I'm still standing here, but I'm standing alone because I stayed for the fight and I stayed for the show. But you just let go. Yeah, you let go. The white knuckles are mine, the bruises are mine. The goodbye was yours, the forever was mine. You just let go. The calendar is stuck on a Tuesday in July. The shadows on the ceiling are the only things that move. They say that grief is linear, a line toward the sky. But I'm just walking circles in this empty, quiet room. The coffee's getting bitter, the air is getting thin. I'm wearing out heavily laden weight that never grants a moment's rest. I see your favorite jacket and I have to catch my breath. It's 1,000 little landings, a slow and quiet death. I'm learning how to carry what I cannot put aside, while the ocean of your absence turns into a rising tide. Is there a version of the future where I don't wake up in pain, where the sky isn't just a reminder of the pouring rain? I'm tired of being brave, I'm tired of moving on, when every single better day still feels like you are gone. Yeah, the pain feels endless, like a road with no horizon. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to pull me through. It's a hollow kind of hunger, a storm that's always rising. I'm a ghost of who I was when I was still with you. The world keeps turning forward, but I'm frozen in the past. God, I never knew that temporary could feel so built to last, so built to last. It's mind over matter, but the matter's all I have. Just a single loose thread, and it all comes undone. Still broken, still waiting for the end of the end.